everyone, Amy here with Amy's Wares, and today I'm going to make a couple easy sympathy cards. So I have this Spellbinders nested die set. This is new to me, and I have a really cool sympathy stamp set from My Favorite Things and this Buffalo Plaid 3D embossing folder from All to New. Now I'm going to tap into my background box. This is a chocolate box, and I pulled some of these components from there. Here's a photo of the finished cards, but this couldn't be easier. So if you maybe aren't feeling motivated, or if you have a bunch of backgrounds, it really does save a lot of time to have some of these components ready to go. So some things that I always have on hand are card bases ready. I use 120-pound accent opaque, and I make them in standard US A2 size, 4¼ inches by 5½. I have my background box with a bunch of panels. I have some panels cut. I have sentiment binders, critter binders, you name it. So I have a lot of things ready to go so that when I'm feeling inspired or need to pull together something quickly, I'll have a lot of the components on hand, and it saves me a lot of time. So here you can see I have kind of like an ink smushed background, probably with a Distress Oxide it looks like. And then this gray and beige one, silver, is an alcohol ink panel. So I'm using a die that I feel fits nicely on an A2 size with a border. I did end up grabbing a second embossing folder here. I don't remember the name of it, but it's like deck planks or something like that. Either way, I'll link all the products that I used in the video description box below. If you expand and scroll down, you'll find those details. But I'm going to run these through off screen through my Spellbinders Platinum 6 and do some embossing on these die cut panels. So if you're going to emboss and die cut, make sure you die cut first and then emboss so that you don't smash your embossing down when you run it back through to die cut. This one did crack a little bit just because it was done on like a like a poster board or maybe like a photo paper. So it did crack a little bit, but it was still okay. It didn't really look noticeable. So I'm going to attach these down onto the card bases before I move on to the next step. Now here I'm going to take a smaller of the nested and figure out which one works for sentiments, because I feel like this is a really cool shape to stamp out a bunch of these sentiments and use those to kind of continue the design and have that shape throughout the card. So I'm picking what other ones I want to use. I'm going to stamp out a bunch of them actually, and then I will die cut them out off screen in that shape. So I'm just figuring out what ones I want to use. I absolutely love this stamp set. I think the sentiments are so beautiful and thoughtful. But I have another piece of the same cardstock, 120-pound accent opaque, and I'm just going to condition the stamps with my hands because I haven't used them all yet. And that's a good way to get the manufacturer's goo off of the stamp so that you get a nice even impression. And I'm stamping with VersaFine Claire Nocturne, which kind of worked against me here, if I'm honest, because when I went to die cut this, I wasn't being patient and letting it dry, and I made kind of a mess of things. So I did kind of have to clean them up because even though I used a little piece of scratch paper, I still transferred ink because it wasn't dry. So just bear that in mind. You could also throw some clear embossing powder on it. If you don't want to heat set it, you could kind of trap the ink in there with a clear embossing. But I do have some of them here, and I did kind of fussy cut around another one that the shape just didn't really work well around the composition. So here I'm using my Misty again, and I'm going to stamp a sentiment on the inside of the cards. I decided to turn them a horizontal orientation because I felt like it just worked better with the shape of the nested die and the die cut itself, or the sentiment itself. So it says, I don't know what to say, but just know that I'm here. And I feel like that is so poignant, right? Like I feel like so many instances you could use a sentiment like that. So I'm just kind of picking which ones I want with what background and what sentiment, and I'm going to pop it up with some 1-inch foam tape. This is, I believe, the 2mm thick. They have all different widths now, so you can get 1mm if you don't want it to stand out too much. I think this is 2mm, and I think there's even a 3mm, which is a really fat one, which would be good for like shakers. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure they have quite a variety now at scrapbook.com. So I'm just kind of cutting down little pieces just to give this even support on the back. If it gets sent through the mail, you don't want it to get squished down. So just putting that down, and then I'm going to basically assemble all the pieces. So put the sentiment layer on top of the decorative background and attach that to the card base. So really simple, nothing really too complicated in design. I'm just trying to line it up so that it looks even with the smaller die cut inside the larger die cut. You just gotta kind of eyeball it. I suppose you could measure it, But I'm going to attach that and then pick out some coordinating bling. Now, all of this bling is from A Colorful Life Designs. It's a small woman-owned business in Texas. It's mainly a stencil company, but she does have over 130 colors of these bling, which are my absolute favorite. There's so many to choose from. And I do have a coupon, AmyFan10. If you shop, be sure to save on your complete order and use my code AmyFan10 at checkout. So here I decide to use the satin matte gold and the satin matte silver because I thought they looked gorgeous with that alcohol ink. And then here I'm just going to pick what blue works. I have so many blues, so many gorgeous blues that would have worked. So it's just kind of pulling out some to narrow it down and figure out what one works best. And I'll show you in a moment here what one I ended up going with. I went with, oh, sorry, went too fast. I hope you can see that. I'll try and link it below. But here's the finished cards. You can see there's a little bit of dimension from the sentiment. I have a sentiment on the inside. And yeah, I hope these will bring comfort to a friend when I need to ultimately send these out. That says Deepest Sympathy. That's the one that I fussy cut out. But thank you so much for spending time with me. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please hit the thumbs up, and I will catch you next time.